What's up, fam? You got your boy Sugar Macaviva Liz, aka El Negro de Santana, and today I'm gonna freestyle some knowledge to you guys. Okay? I'm gonna talk about some random topics and give you guys like a brief description of what my episodes are gonna be about. Right now, I'm gonna tell you what comes to the top of my head. I had a lot of stuff written down, but that's not for me. I'd rather communicate and speak from the heart, from the gut feeling, my instincts. So I'm gonna tell it like it is. The first subject that I'm gonna touch on is Titans. Okay? Titans, well, if you guys been following my episodes, I gave you guys a brief idea, but today I'm gonna give you guys a quick little preview. All right, so we're gonna talk about Titans, like I told you. We're gonna talk about mud fossils. We're gonna talk about Tartaria and whatever else comes to my mind. Okay, I don't got no script or nothing, cause this one is just a preamp. I'm gonna pre-school you guys on what we're gonna talk about. But anyways, Titans, mud fossils. Well, what a mud fossil is pretty much soft tissue from something that was alive, whether it was an animal, human. In this case, mountains. Yes, mountains have soft tissue. DNA has been sampled and 100% accurate. And those mountains are silicon trees, titans, and some random rock formations. But 80% of all the mountains and rock formations are either silicon trees or titans. I'll get to the silicon trees pretty soon. Titans are the descendants of the fallen angels, the ones that came to mate with our women. There was 200 and they came and they mated with our women. Okay? Those angels created the Titans, and the Titans are 3,000 L's. So an L is from here to here. So in other words, like 2.25 miles. That's how big the Titans were, 2.25 miles. I know you can't imagine that because they have kept us in a box and it's not your fault. What kind of is your fault? Because you don't go research this shit. It's at hand's reach. But I'll do the work for you. Anyways, that's what Titans are. They came to this world. They started sinning against man. They started sinning against animal. They started mixing their sperm with animals, so that's where you guys get that dinosaur stories. You mix their sperm with a little lizard or whatever, and then they become dinosaurs. And the Titans were bloodthirsty, so they started eating all the animals. Anything that had to do with blood, they started eating it. Then when there weren't animals around, they would go pick up a human and eat it like some chips. So God said, fuck that. And that's when Noah got the warning. Angels came and they gave Noah a warning, and that's how the flood came. God opened the windows of heaven, the firmament. He opened the waters, so the waters that were up there came, and the Titans pled for their life, but God's like, fuck you, you didn't listen, so now you're gonna drown. And that's what happened to the Titans. They drowned. God drowned them, and Noah survived, And whatever else God wanted it to survive, you know, he sent some angels to guide Noah through their 40 days, 40 night journey and the Noah's Ark. So what I got to say, at first I didn't believe these stories because I cannot imagine it, but as soon as I started studying and researching, I realized that the Bible is not bullshit. Most of it is though, but the things that they get correct, like how the angels look, they got that right with the four faces and all these wings. The Titans, they turn into mud fossils. So next time you look at a mountain, use your imagination and point it out. Like try to see where the head's at, where the torso's at, and then you're gonna see that Titans are real. And about the silicon trees are giant trees. They were miles high also. They had leaves 600 feet. That's how big a leaf was, 600 feet. They used to reach the heavens. If you paid attention, all the fairy tales or all the old stories have something to do with a tree. Like their houses were in trees, everything. Jack and the Beanstalk. There's so many stories that have to do with trees. Trees are life, you know. And it also says when God sent the angels to cut down the trees. But if you look at the mountains that are flat from the top, those are called mesas. Mesas. So those were cut down by the angels. The reason why they were cut down because we're getting too close to heaven pretty much. We're trying to crack the dome because you guys do know that we're stuck in a dome, right? The dome is only 73 miles above us. Yes, 73 miles above us. So nobody has cracked the dome or done none of that shit. Because above the dome, space is nothing but water. It's not a vacuum like they tell you that it is. Space is nothing but water. Why do you think these astronauts fucking train inside pools? Why do you think they call it a space ship? Goes into space, and it turns into a ship. As simple as that. But the firmament is what's dividing the waters. Because God said it, I'm going to divide the waters from the waters. The firmament is just a glass dome. Why do you think there's rainbows? You think rainbow just comes out of the fucking sky? No, it has to be reflecting off something. Glass. If you go to your restroom and you mix the water and you put a glass to reflect it, you're going to see the rainbow. So how the fuck do we get rainbows? Where do the rainbows come from? From the reflection of the glass that's above us. As simple as that. So silicon trees, they turn into precious stones. Why do you think the caves have crystals? The caves are like stumps of trees. Trees turn into crystals. Silicon trees. Everything back then was 20,000 times bigger than what it is right now. 99% got burned out. So imagine 99%. Everything that's around us is only 1% of what there was. So I'm going to give you guys a presentation, okay? I'm going to show you guys the evidence. I'm going to point out the face, the body of the Titans, and I want you guys to trip out. Get the light for you. For example, look. That's a woman. Pre-flood Titan giants. Fossils strewn all over the faces of Earth. Most of what was originally said to be natural Rock formations, actually fossils of pre-flood titans and giants. Soft tissue bodies encased in mudslides or floods. The tissues are invaded by the minerals. Bones get replaced by minerals. The bones turn to stone and the body fluids into crystals. Get it? A titan in one that is gigantic in size. The scriptures speak of giants that were as a result of the sons mating, the sons of God mating with our daughters, our women. Genesis 6, verse 1. And it came to pass when men began that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives, of all which they chose. They got whatever fucking bitch they wanted. And this is what happened. Check it. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men and bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. The scriptures did not state the height that these giants grew to before the flood, but the book of Enoch does. The book of Enoch tells you how big they were. This is a quote from the book of Enoch. And they, the mortal woman, became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose heights was 3,000 ells. Could you believe 3,000 ells? 3,000 ells. This is how big 3,000 ells is. 2.1 miles. Who consumed all the acquisition. They ate everything, could no longer sustain them. The giants turned against them and devoured mankind. They turned against themselves. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and the reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh, drink the blood, and they used to accuse of lawless things. This is how big they were. Look, 3,000 ells, like I told you. That's 2.1 miles. I bet you guys cannot imagine that. Could you guys imagine that? I'm gonna have to edit that, but fuck it. Bottom line is, that's what it was. Dan 2:4-3, and whereas size iron mixed with mirror clay, they shall mingle themselves with. Meaning, he's gonna turn them into stone. Look, this is the sleeping giant. The chin, the nose. Another sleeping giant, the head, the shoulder. You see that? Sleeping giant in Peru. Look at that. This is the face. It seems to be curled up with a child or a pet. Look, the face, the shoulder is curled up with a child or a pet. In Peru. See the head? Look at that. The legs. Look. The head, the shoulder, the legs. You guys see that? Look. The nose, the forehead, the mouth. Temata Peak, 2 giants. You guys see that? Face 1. Face 2 right there. Look at that. Tihuacan Sleeping Beauty Giant. The next picture shows body fluids coming out of her mouth and eye. Depiction. Look, that's the body fluid from her mouth. Look, mouth, nose. Look at that. Nose. Look at this, perfect. You can see the wrinkles and everything. Look at that. You see that? The nose, the mouth. All these are fucking titans. Titans. Look at that. But anyways, that's just a quick little thing of what I wanted to show you guys on the titans and the mud fossils. So if you guys want to do your research, I'm gonna leave the link down in the bottom, and you guys could judge it for yourself. All right. Thank you for your time, and my presentations will get better. You know, I am new to all this, but practice makes perfect. All right. Watch my evolution. Pretty soon I'm gonna have somebody taping me right there. But I'm just trying to open your minds. Okay? You got your boy, Sugar Veliz, aka El Negro de Santana. Stay up.